Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
Together, we're Backyard Musings, Apple Valley, People's Republic of California.
Yep, and we are talking another science and technology topic. This is a good one.
It's out there. It's a little bit, it's out there.
It has to do with those people that believe that tomatoes are vegetables. No,
They're fruits, man.
It's a fruit. Yeah.
Scientists from the USDA's Agricultural Research Service, working with university collaborators, are helping American tomato growers confront a serious plant disease. And their tomato growers are in the Stockton, San Joaquin Valley.
Right.
I mean, big time. In my MBA program, I went through with a guy who worked for Heinz in the tomato production. He was in the management there.
It's big.
It's big. They discovered that a tomato line developed 3 decades ago shows promising resistance to the tomato brown rugose fruit virus. The acronym is ToBRFV, an emerging threat capable of inflicting billions of dollars in losses on the tomato industry in the United States and worldwide. This research was published in Plant Biotechnology Journal on July 2nd, 2025. Would you like to know more?
So I know people that do not like tomatoes, but yet they like to eat pizza. They like ketchup on their French fries. I know a lot of people that. I know a lot of people that have tried to grow tomatoes in their backyard. Some are very successful.
Got some growing over there, but
some are successful and some are not. One year, my wife and I grew some amazing sized tomato plants. They were supposed to be, what do they call those things? Beefsteak tomatoes, the big ones,
Oh yeah.
Couldn't get them to grow much more than about like a cherry tomato. So I don't know if we got ripped off, but the plants were amazing. They were huge, bigger than I've ever seen in somebody's backyard. But anyway, so they're a finicky little fruit. So, okay, ToBRFV attacks tomatoes, peppers, and related crops by causing leaf distortion and fruit discoloration, which significantly reduces yields. The virus is transmitted through seed and can bypass the resistance genes present in today's commercial tomato varieties. It spreads easily when healthy plants come into contact with contaminated tools, clothing, hands, or infected plant material. I wonder what that is. For growers, the most reliable defense remains strict prevention, which includes disinfecting equipment, sanitizing facilities, and maintaining clean and cultivation areas.
And that's got to be like a chore, you got to do it time and time again, washing, sanitizing.
Yeah, like COVID.
Yeah.
Related stuff, where everything gets sanitized. So, anyways,
quote, to minimize the impact of ToBRFV, it is crucial to identify new sources of genetic resistance that can be used to breed virus-resistant tomato cultivars, say Kai Ling, an ARS research plant pathologist at the U.S. Vegetable Laboratory in Charleston, South Carolina. I didn't know that we had a U.S. Vegetable Laboratory.
I didn't know
that. Quote, while prevention is important, deploying cultivars with resistance genes is a critical strategy to combat tobamoviruses.
Yep. A recent study reports that Ling and his team identified a tomato line, tomato double N. I don't know what that means. What is that? Some kind of notation. Developed in the 1990s that expresses the tobacco N gene and shows resistance to ToBRFV. This line was originally created by ARS plant molecular geneticist Barbara Baker, and finally a name we can pronounce, and her colleagues at the Plant Gene Expression Center in Albany, California. I didn't even know about that either. We're under attack, folks.
It's the NSA, man. Baker's group had isolated the N gene from a wild tobacco relative, wild tobacco, not domesticated, where it provides resistance to the tobacco mosaic virus TMV, and then used it to produce the TMV-resistant tomato and N line, double N line. Ling and his colleagues discovered that the tomato double N line is resistant to ToBRFV at 22 degrees Celsius, which is 71, but the resistance decreases, Fahrenheit. But the resistance decreases at higher temperatures, such as 30 or 86 Fahrenheit, which is characteristic of several resistance genes, including N-mediated TMV resistance.
As we look at the possible virus-resistant tomato cultivars, It is important to understand the role that temperature plays in production, says Ling. Going on with a quote, temperature is a significant environmental cue that greatly influences post-pathogen interactions. Further study is needed to identify the role of temperature in the genetic resistance to tomato, double N notation, whatever that is. I don't know.
The study's findings bring researchers one step closer to controlling ToBRFV. Quote, the results described in this paper highlight the significant potential of using the tomato double M line to breed tomato cultivars resistant to tomato BRFV and offer a new approach. This is probably the abstract of the paper, and offer a new approach to managing this important disease for a beloved food staple.
So it's like maybe a footnote. A, B, C, D, and that's on the second group of footnotes. Double A, double B, double C, double N.
You're baffling. You stumped the chump on that one. So like Stockton, it gets into the hundreds, which is obviously above 86, and that's a big tomato growing area, San Joaquin Valley.
Well, the whole San Joaquin Valley is
like
relatively warm.
You'd have to go to San Diego, where it's 70 all around in order to get this
right or
temperature.
Or grow them inside of controlled. Controlled like a hothouse or a greenhouse or something.
How they deal with that?
I don't know.
Some of the questions that we have.
But for those of us that eat the tomato, of course, there's always tomatoes grown from outside the country, but we like stuff grown here. So
yeah. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the morning.
Take care, everyone. Thank you. Okay, man.